With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
A look now at the starting lineups for both teams.
All right, I know you're both wildly unqualified, but I'm going to make you GMs for the day here. Do you go with a deep team or a top-heavy roster?
I'm going top-heavy. You need elite talent to win in this league, and multiple stars always help with that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll throw in the talent pool in this league is just so deep. Those so-called depth players, they're still really good.
Now here's Mitchell. Clark outside. Off target with the three.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Howard with the ball. Bonner defending. Screen by Griner. For three, Ryan Howard. Good. First shot, first basket.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
To the paint. Here's Boston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
Pass to Griner. Hillman. Canada. She's covered by Clark. 6 to shoot. And here is Howard.
Off the mark there with the three.
Mitchell, right side. Outside Howard. Back to Mitchell. Clark outside. Fires it. Mitchell, shot's good.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Caitlin Clark with the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Outside Howard. Back to Canada. Pass to Griner. And here's Ryan Howard from the arc. Rebounded by the Fever.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Mitchell outside. Boston sets a screen. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She can shoot, she can pass, she can ball handle. In the pick and roll game, Mitchell is hard to stop because she's a threat to do anything.
Now here is Canada. Bangs home the trifecta.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Clark with it. She's guarded by Griner. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Well, given Griner's timing and explosiveness, she can pretty much block any shot that goes up in the air.
And she sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that ties it up.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy. Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Outside Howard. Screen by Griner. And the dream, another three.
That's a great shot from Howard. She's out here to score as much as possible.
Mitchell outside. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Atlanta.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed her.
Here's Howard. And she uses the glass on the layup.
And even against stiff interior defense, Howard stays committed. She never even thought about giving up on the play.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 8. Caitlin Clark with the 3. And it's Ryan Howard with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The T got lucky.
A nice shot by Griner.
Okay, well, part of what makes Griner a great center is her ability to execute the pick and roll effectively.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Got it for her fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
From three-point range, she has hit the ground running. What a first quarter for her from deep.
Pass to Gray. Here's Griner. Griner with the screen. Good shot by Howard, no good. The Fever trailing. Here's Mitchell. She's got 11. Outside Howard. Clark. Over Canada. Clark can't get it to go.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
A nice shot by Griner.
In the paint, Griner simply unstoppable. She's so tall at 6'9", but she also has lovely touch.
An expansion team back in 2008. The Dream had some serious early success in the W.
Well, you remember, they went 4-30 their first year. But after that, 3 finals appearances in 5 years. Unfortunately for Atlanta, they lost all 3 of those. So the Dream still looking for that first WNBA championship.
Now here's Gray. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now Clark. Mitchell outside. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
Well, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner. It's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Now here's Howard. 11 points in the game.
I guess even she misses those easy opportunities once in a while.
And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Caitlin Clark outside. And another 3 for Indiana.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Outside Howard. Back to Gray. To the middle. Stolen by Bonner. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Boston inside. She's guarded by Griner. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Drains the three-pointer.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Outside Howard. He got it up in time, but it just wouldn't fall for her. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Fever ahead, up by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
This team's on the same page. They're right where they need to be on offense.
Yeah, they're on the same page, the same chapter, whatever you want to call it. And they're hitting their scorers right when they need to, making scoring just easy for them.
The Dream trail. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Back to Gray. Jones with it.
Offensive board.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, and then the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Drills it from outside.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Pass to Gray. Now Jones. Queen covering. Blanketed by the D. She fights to the rim for the layup. Starting the second quarter and about a minute gone.
Outside Cunningham.
Now Bonner. From deep. Rebounded by Coffey. Atlanta with the ball. 9-point game.
Screen by Coffee.
They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here we go. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
Flexing her physical attributes to complete the basket through contact. That's a heads-up play from Turner.
Now, guys, late in the game, you need a hoop. Who are you going to?
I'm going with Brianna Stewart. She's been huge in the finals. Plus, at her height, she's getting a good look almost every time.
All right, this is going to shock you, Brian and Blake, but I agree with Brian. I mean, we've seen Stewie win every title, and she steps up in those big moments.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
And I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
So it's Indiana now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Bonner. And there's a whistle. That goes on Turner. That's her first foul.
And the dream call time here. And, guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but, Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Deciding to change it up. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jones outside. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Mitchell. 17 points in the game. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good, and she'll go to the line. And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting one.
And talking about the Dream, they do one thing very well. That's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Caldwell.
Bonner defending. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
She can be forgotten in their offense sometimes, but the D, you got to keep an eye on her still.
Outside Howard. Turner. Mitchell outside. Pass to Turner. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Fever. The Dream trail.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
To the right side. Here's Queen. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
They get it back.
Bonner outside. They shoot again. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Pass to Queen. And here's Caldwell.
This one for three. Turner grabs the board. Here's Mitchell.
Outside Cunningham.
Mitchell.
Back to Cunningham.
The three.
Caldwell pulls it in.
The Dream on offense. They trail by 7. The layup off target. Luana Bonner on the wing. Queen covering.
Pass to Cunningham.
Mitchell outside. Misses the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Here for the Dream. The Fever leading. Pass to Colson. Back to Clark. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from downtown.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Here's Canada. Good. First shot, first basket.
Fighting through the trees. That was a spectacular move from Canada.
They get the rebound.
Howard. It's good. She scores. That's her first basket after missing her first 2 attempts. 1 for 3.
Pass to Hillman.
Gray connects from three-point range.
Just set her up. Gray always looking to shoot it.
Now here's Clark.
Outside Cunningham.
Here's Colson. Guarded by Canada. And here's Colson. Howard with the steal. Gray outside. Pass to Canada. Shot clock at 6. Howard. And a great assist by Jordan Canada, and that one falls in.
And Howard continues to deliver on the offensive end. The defense is lost. They don't know what to do.
And Clark outside. A rebound by Gray.
Well, you could see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that three, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Clark outside. The 3. Green with the rebound. Left side, Howard. Pass to Canada. Gray outside. Inside. Reiner, shot's good.
With sound awareness and passing skills, Gray is able to find teammates and get them the ball.
Clark outside. Out to the left wing, to the inside. Howard.
Outside Cunningham.
Looking to end the drought. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Fever on top, leading by just 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
Her play in the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
The dream trail. Now here's Gray. Outside Howard for the lead.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Top pick in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston more than delivered her rookie season.
Oh, you can say that. I mean, she wasn't just rookie of the year. Aaliyah was also an all-star, led the W in field goal percentage, top 10 in key metrics for a center. Rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from the top overall pick in Aaliyah Boston?
Now here's Howard. Three-pointer.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense has taken a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Clark. Good. And it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Gray. Here's Howard. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw.
It's on Aaliyah Boston.
Gotta love the aggressiveness. Howard is superb at getting fouled on the way up.
And she knocks down the first one.
When you watch Ryan Howard, what a diverse skill set. Great versatility at both ends.
Absolutely. She can defend about 4 positions, score from all 3 levels, and we've even seen her play the point. Truly a franchise-level talent.
A popular topic in WNBA circles, player rights.
Yeah, the league has made some major strides in terms of freedom of movement, free agency, and also off-the-floor benefits.
Plus, we've seen salary increases, so it's been great to see these advances the last few years.
Now here is Canada. Back to Gray. Reiner with the screen. Free Ryan Howard. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Pass to Clark. Mitchell outside. Can't lands it from downtown.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And so here's Atlanta. 9-point game. Pass to Gray. Griner. Screen by Griner. Ryan Howard is doubled. Right wing. Now Hillman. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Mitchell up top. Gray defending. Clark outside. That three off the mark. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Howard. Good. And Jordan Canada gets the assist.
With good size for the guard position, Ryan Howard is able to use that size to stretch the floor.
Caitlin Clark outside. No good there.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Deep Alicia Gray sinks the triple.
Supremely confident in her scoring abilities. Gray, she'll make you pay.
And looking at the Atlanta Dream, they haven't won a playoff series since 2018.
Yeah, Atlanta has struggled of late. But when you look at this current roster, they are very young and talented. Headlined by 2022 first overall pick, Ryan Howard.
Shows off the playmaking ability. Bonner sees things on the court that other players simply don't.
Atlanta trailing here. And here's Canada. Pulls up, high post. And there's another one for the Dream.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Now here's Clark, guarded by Canada. It's good.
That is some dime dropping, exquisite assist.
And Atlanta has possession. Pass to Gray. Now here's Griner. Just 5 on the clock with the shot. Howard misses. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. It's almost like she was born to score. Mitchell consistently finds a way to put points on the board. What a skill.
Griner.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
Clark, guarded by Canada. Howard with the ball.
Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Pass to Howard. Griner. Screen by Griner. A three from Alicia Gray. It's rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Mitchell with it. She's got 22. Down low. Howard gets the bucket.
The closer to the hoop, the better Howard is. Tremendous touch plus athletic ability.
Pass to Hillman. Canada. She's covered by Clark. Shot to stop the run.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Those chances, usually they're 2 points for her. The D, I guess, did just enough to bother her.
2 minutes.
Good on the shot.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
The Dream again can't hit. And it's the Fever ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Clark outside. There's the three. Second chance shot.
Howard can't get it to go.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
Outside Canada. Gray. The three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Pass to Clark. Mitchell. Over Gray. That one rolling around and rims out. Now here is Canada. She's covered by Clark. Back to Howard. Shoots over Bonner. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that might be the last player in this league you want to get an offensive board. At 6'9", Griner can get the ball back up and in real quick.
Now here's Clark. She's got 19. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Boston sets a screen.
And Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Fever on top. They lead by 14. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Colson. Pass to Howard.
Cunningham.
Queen covering. Here's Mitchell. Shoots over Walker Kimbrough. Mitchell, shot's good.
Great focus from Mitchell offensively, finding herself that mid-range shot.
Here's Queen. Puts up a three. Nailed from three-point land.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Here's Cunningham. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And here the Dream. Trailing by 13.
Now Walker Kimbrough. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle.
Pass to Queen.
And again, the Dream score. Fourth quarter now. We're just about a minute and a half in.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Here's Mitchell. Dream with the rebound.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough.
To the inside. Jones.
And she trims the lead to single digits.
A tough customer. Jones almost invites contact around the rim.
Outside Cunningham.
Last quarter play, about 2 minutes in now. Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on her. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of her ability from scoring.
Jones outside. The pick by Jones. 5 on the clock. Queen misses. Inside. Here's Turner. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Jones outside. Knocked loose. And here's Cunningham. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Covered by Walker Kimbrough. Counted.
Well, in the paint, Mitchell's power gives her an edge. She's able to get around to any defenders.
Now here is Queen. She's covered by Cunningham. Clock at 6. Pass to Walker Kimbrough. For 3. Drops in the tray.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Now Mitchell. Howard. Cunningham left side. Here's Mitchell. The wing jumper off target. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Defense is right there. Queen with the ball. Here's Queen. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Pass to Walker Kimbrough. And the dream, another 3.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely. On the other side, really not much resistance put up.
Pass to Mitchell. Bonner outside. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
I like the assertive approach there. Bonner wasting no time shooting off the pass.
Howard. Bonner defending. Pass to Griner. Gray. Griner with the screen. Gray in the post. That one is off. Indiana with the ball. Clark left side. And here is Mitchell. Gray defending. Here's Clark. The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. And it's Brittany Griner with the rebound. Gray with it. Now guarded by Bonner. Nice move. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
After winning Rookie of the Year, there were high expectations for Alicia Gray in the years to follow.
Yeah, and that can be a bit of a burden. But give Gray credit. She's grown her game and become an all-star.
Here's Clark.
Now Mitchell. Arc outside. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Atlanta. Pass to Howard. Here's Griner. And the layup is good.
And sometimes this team relies on Griner to shoulder the load offensively. And guess what? She's more than happy to do her part, score the points.
Now here's Clark. Back to Mitchell. Bonner. Again, the miss by the Fever. Pass to Howard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Gray defending. And here is Bonner. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the three-pointer.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2.
That's a courageous play by Howard. Taking the foul, but still getting her shot in the air.
2 shots.
And the first one falls for her.
You know, Ryan Howard has got a good sense for finding her shots, and she is always ready to attack, which means the defense essentially has to watch her at all times.
And good on both. So it's Indiana now. They lead by 11. Bonner outside. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
3, Ryan Howard knocks down the 3 ball.
3 points.
And they are this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. And most importantly, don't turn it over.
Yeah, don't pull a Tim. Now here's Mitchell. Yep, that one goes.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes.
Griner with the ball.
She's guarded by Boston.
For 3, Ryan Howard. Natasha Howard pulls it in. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for it.
And that'll wrap it up